Hello there, my good friends of YouTube. Well, I had an email from, well, it wasn't an email, I think it might have been a private email or a comment on one of my videos, I can't remember now, saying I'm due for a quick look around the old garage, workshop, whatever you want to call it. And so I thought I'd make a quick video before I go in and lock up and just quickly show you around bits and bobs that I've got, what I'm working on, you know, whatever I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Don't know. But so I'm going to go around, quickly show you what I'm doing. Have I just said that? God, I think I'm losing my mind, you know. Can't remember what I'm doing. Who am I? So some reactionary, innit? So anyway, carry on. Yeah, I had a comment actually off somebody saying that I need to be a little bit more safe because there's not much safety in my videos. I believe it was in one of my last videos. I'm trying to think which one it was now. Which one was it? I think it was the ignition one, where I've got my daughter videoing, and he says I've got to be a little bit more careful, otherwise my daughter won't have a daddy. Mate, please, come on. I've been doing this for years. I know what I'm doing. ZVS drivers and flybacks, they're nothing compared to messing about with capacitors, big capacitors, like that one down there, or even messing about with something like that. I mean, that's, if you get struck by that, it's gonna bloody hurt. If you get struck by one of those, which is a mott, there's no coming back. Safety is paramount. Safety is paramount with those big caps down there as well, mate. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it a long time. Okay? But thank you for your concern. Okay? I've logged it up here. But honestly, mate, especially when my daughter's about, my daughter knows she's been watching me for years. Well, not for years, but she's been watching me for about a year now. She's been quite into what I'm doing, and you know, oh Daddy, what you doing? You know, all that. I'm just making some ox, love. Would you like to watch?
Oh yes, please, Daddy. Thank you very much.
But yeah, honestly, guys, you know, hand on heart, I'm always careful. I always watch what I'm doing. You know, touch wood. I haven't had anything bad happen to me yet, but there's still time. But anyway, I'll go around and show you around my garage now, what I'm doing and what I've been up to and what I've got in the old workshop. If you're the guy watching, please let me know that it is you that said the message, because I always look at my messages and then I end up deleting stuff and not thinking, shit, I should have saved that bloody email. But I end up, I didn't gold star it, so I do apologise. But if you're watching, please say it was you. Right, no more rambling. Not going to bore you anymore. Go around the old workshop. Right, this is my toolboxes. These have got all bits and bobs in. That's a bin. That's my vacuum chamber for me transformers. That's a Tesla coil. There's my top loads, just in there. There's my old compressor, tri-jack printer that John gave me. Not even done it yet. That's bits and bobs under there. Some air pumps, raw plugs down there, some motors in that blue container, some wire down in there, cable wire, mineral oil, screws, there, bolts, and a few stainless pins, rods. There, handy they are. That's me drill bits. That's steel drill bits. That's nuts and bolts. That's mixed. That's the steel box there, just there, steel tin, old Celebrations tin. That's full of steel bits. I'll show you. It's always good. Stuff like that. Always good stuff. Always comes in handy. That's full of rivets, that container. Here's half of my flyback collection. down there, that's full of bits. I can't even remember what's in there actually. This is my big coil. She's a beast. She's taller than me, she is. She's about 6'2" all in all. It's underneath. All rigged up. All ready to go whenever I want. Spark gap just there. Terry filter. Oh, this is a must. Bit of plastic just there, just in case anything flies off that wheel. Last thing you ever want off that rotary gap. So that's rope in there. That's me control panel just there. Still got bits to do. Oh, my vacuum pump as well. I've put the pipe through there now. It goes outside instead of trailing it outside the door. So it's permanently fixed now, that thing. Not to the ground, but the pipe's there ready to vacuum whenever I want. All plugged in. There's a plug there, look. I can switch that on whenever I want, switch that whenever I want. I've got to do one there now. I've got to put a socket here so I can switch that on whenever I want. My welding mask, some spare wire. That's what I wired up my garage with. That can take 60 amps no problem. Some wire collection. Project box just there, needs to be done. Capacitors and mineral oil just there, need to be sorted out. This is one of me beasts, and she is a beast. That's a secondary for a Tesla coil. That's another secondary for a Tesla coil at the minute. This is going to be some ducting stuff very soon with a fan on it to suck out any toxic gases or anything, or smoke. This is just all my crocodile wires hanging there. There's another beast. 150 kV. I think that's 100 kV. Capacitor just there. Pretty awesome stuff. Spindles. They're actually X-ray transformers. They are. Each one of those is, I think it's 75 kV, and you can see the windings as it goes up and then goes down. So you just join all those together in series to give it out the proper output. That's got to be another project for another day. And nice ferrite transformers there. ZVS drivers in a project box. Just connect it up and away we go. ZVS driver. She's a beast. There's my control unit. ZVS driver built in. Tactics on, actually, I'll quickly show you. And that switches the ZVS driver on, but it won't work though if that is off. That has to be on. Pretty cool, eh? AC output. AC output. Another wire down there. That's an AC output. I've got to do another larger DC output, which the cable for that is on the back of there, is it? No, where's that DC cable? There it is, hanging up here. That's ready to be wired in. 60 amps, no problem. G-clamps. So yeah, that's got more flybacks in it, as you can see. That's a neon sign transformer, inverter style, inside there, all in a project box. Microwave oven transformers, a couple of flybacks just there. Ignition transformer. High voltage transformer, about 6 kV. That's about 8 kV. That was in a welder. That's for sale, by the way. That's 6 kV output on that one. About 28 milliamps, I think that is. That's for sale. Just thought I'd let you know, because these are going to go on eBay soon. John High Voltage Project's going to put them on for me. 210 kV, 37 to 48 milliamps, 50 to 65 milliamps. There's me welder. That's full of ignition transformers. 10 kV, 8 kV, 15 kV. These are inverter style. High voltage cap, about 50 kV that is. This is about 4 kV, I think, something like that. That's full of capacitors, absolutely rammed, full of capacitors inside there, as you can see, all sorts. Microwave oven capacitors, about 30 of them things. That's the core from those X-ray transformers just there. 65 volts, 45 volts, flybacks in those ones I've wound myself. X-ray transformer there, 100 kV, that's for sale. Ballasts, seen those before. Over here, that's some tools and some extension cords, glue gun, mid Dremel, always handy. Temperature probes, all sorts. That's another variac, that's 7 kV, 7 amps. There's another variac just under there, as you can see. That's about 8 amps. 2 more NSTs for sale. Loads of caps. A guy actually was interested in that, can't remember who he was now, from America, still not got back to me. Gave him my address to send me some cash, but, or I think it was a flyback he was supposed to be sending me for it. Never received it, so it's there though if he ever decides. There's a fly swatting transformer out of a fly killer unit. They're about 3 kV, I think, something like that. That's for sale. Loads of NSTs. There's one of those that John gave me though, high voltage projects, which is not for sale, and that's that one. But they're all rating from 2 kV all the way up to 10 kV. So if anybody's ever interested in those, PM me. But yeah, these are some stuff I won't get rid of that John gave me, high voltage projects. That one's mine, of course. That's a good one. That's 10 kV, that is. There's a spec there actually, instead of reading it out. Go on, your stupid phone. There you go. Good cap that is. High voltage units out of photocopiers. Some of them, other than the bits and bobs. I've got loads of stuff, guys. That's IGBTs in there, in that container, absolutely ram full. Future projects, ferrites, X-ray transformer. That 150 kV one is for sale. That's about 10 milliamps. Awesome that is. This is a beauty. Found this at the scrapyard. Nice little variac. It's only about 2 amps. That's me. Flyback, I call them flybacks because ferrites, as you know. That's one I made myself. That gives out an awesome output. Boiled that up, the secondary up in wax in the frying pan, in a pan, and it gives out an awesome output. There's my power supplies. Signal generator. All sorts up there. Here's my shelf, guys, full of stuff. I'll slowly go over this. God, I'm at 15 minutes already. That's Mott secondary windings that I've wound myself. My laptop. Some hard drives to play my films. This is good. I want this actually on that unit, so when I press the button for it, I want it to go whoa, whoa, whoa. That's pretty cool. That's a big ferrite. Flyback unit. I've just repaired that. Or everything in there, you just stick a voltage onto it and away you go. This is my bench. Some stuff I'm working on. Found those fins out of a jet engine at the scrapyard. Titanium they are. There's my desktop Tesla coil. Pretty awesome that is. Some stuff I've got on the walls. So yeah, this drawer's got bits and bobs in it like tapes and double-sided and stuff like that. This is me heatsink drawer, all different sizes. That's one big bitch. Oh look at this, and these did look years ago. Well, not years ago, about a year ago. I love my daddy. Look, she'd put her D's the wrong way round, bless her. Now that's a big heatsink. Bits and bobs. That's a high voltage 150 kV rectifier circuit. That's other more bits and bobs. Switches, everything in there, guys. Even some ballasts, all the way down to 6 watts. Can you believe it? Loads of contactors in there and trip switches, all sorts, timers. That's heavy, that is. And in the bottom of here, ignition transformers, federal connectors, females, ignition transformers. There's some there as well. Some big. I'll show you something else as well, actually. I'll tell you something. This video better upload. If that video doesn't upload, then I go berserk. Probably take all night. Big ferrites and some X-ray valves, tubes, whatever you want to call them. A small one there and a big one. No guys, I never ever power these up. It's just not my thing. I'm not really interested in getting X-rays. They're just for looking at, really. So I can just say I've got one. That one's out of a dental head, 65 kV, 7.5 milliamps I think it was. That's that one, just there, 65 kV. I sent one to Pete Ritchie. I said to him, I says, you can have one mate, you just pay the shipping and you can have it. And I sent it him. He's alright, Pete Ritchie is a good lad. It's been a while since I've spoke to him actually. So yeah, these are big ferrites, aren't they? The size of those. The size of an X-ray unit. I think Pete Ritchie's got the actual transformer for these. I've got one actually. I've got the transformer somewhere. It's in that container actually. I had to rewire it though because it was damaged. There it is. I rewired it myself. She's a bitch. Bloody dogs. Oh yeah, look. That's a tiny one. That works as well. I get a good output from that. That's covered in wax. And there's another one I did. That's covered in wax as well. I boiled it. Come on, let me zoom in. Is that a winding you can see down there? Oh no. That's just where I first started winding. 3 times or 4 times, then I started doing the actual main windings. Oops, excuse me, wasn't me. Oh my god. Why do I always fart when I'm doing a video? I'm so sorry guys. You never get it back in once it comes out. Yeah, that's odd bits of wire. You think so? You think I've got a lot of resistors? Look at all those. That's just half of it. That tin there's full of resistors as well, which are bagged. I've desoldered every single one of those resistors, apart from these, which I bought from Potts, electrical shop I go to. And that's my heater. So that is what I want to do with one of these, and the fans. And I'll show you some of my prized joys of flybacks as well before we go. There we go. They're the ones that are my favourite. So I'm already at 20 minutes now, guys, so that's my update of all my stuff and what I've got. Oh yeah, they're my fuses. And I've got a really big bitch of a fuse, wherever it is. Where is that big fuse? Oh yeah, there it is. Now that's a big fuse. That weighs about a ton. So there you go. This is my workshop. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you those on the wall. This is what it looks like when I turn everything off. This is how it sounds at night when I leave it. Just to keep the air circulating in here, stopping any dew on the walls or on the ceiling. You know, like water droplets, last thing you want. So when I get the heating system sorted out, I can just walk into here early one morning and it'll be just a nice room temperature, say about 20 degrees, something like that. This is a pulse width. This will be properly sorted out into a project box at some point. So guys, there's a load of LEDs under there. So then guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope it was enjoyable for you and you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Look after yourselves and be safe. Speak again.